Singles! My name is Matilda.
And I'm Amber.
And today we're going to talk about women who choose not to have children. Well, I want to talk about a trend that you can see in like statistics of women not choosing to have children or not ending up with children. And women in the West, when it comes to children, there is always a type of woman who knows that she's never going to want children, period. But then, because 1 in 5 women now in the West end up without a child. So part of those women are the ones who just don't want them. But there are also women, that's category 2, who kind of want children if circumstances are favorable. But then somehow it just doesn't happen, either because they don't have the right partner, or because of their jobs, or because of other reasons. And then of course there is a type of woman who desperately wants a child, no matter what. And there are methods, there are ways. You can go to a sperm bank, become a single mother. So I'm in the middle category where I kind of want children, but not right now. It depends on the circumstances, and if it doesn't happen, I guess I can live with it.
For me, like I know I don't want a kid when I was doing university, because I personally just don't like kids, and I think they're super annoying, and I think they're really money wasting, so I don't really want them.
Yeah.
And I got like a lot of my friends, like they none like really made fun of me, but none of them really believed me, because they always say that, you know, like, you will want a kid when you grow older, or, you know, after you have your kid, you know, you're not think the same thing. But it's been like 5 or 6 years past, and I still stick on my like
I
stand.
know, the type of woman that really does want children and has always known that is, I feel like, the type who later, well, not necessarily try to shame you, but they try to tell you, just wait, you're not old enough yet.
Yes.
At some point, your womb will start screaming for a child. At some point in your life, you will magically feel all the fibers of your being wanting a child. But I don't think all women are programmed that way, and to think of women in such a way is a little bit dehumanizing. We are not just on the planet to make babies. We all know that Japan has a very, very low birth rate. Lots of documentaries have been made, so you can just type it up in YouTube and find out. It's very interesting, because also in Europe there are countries where women are having very few children, or none at all. For example, Italy could be worse than Japan at the moment, because Italy has the lowest birth rate it has ever had in history at the moment. Yeah, and there are several reasons for that. One is, and that's I think the main reason, that society wasn't built to assist women who have children in a way that they can combine a career and having a child. So they have to choose. Yeah.
I read a survey like conducted by one of the biggest like job hunting website, and they say like 40% of working women don't really want to have kids, and their main reason is that it's going to affect their career.
Yeah, they would have to give up their job, and afterwards they would be discriminated against when they try to get back in the market.
Yes. And
so reasons for not wanting to have a child, particularly in China.
So the first is, of course, like there's the saying 丧偶式教育, which means that like the dad is always like absent during our child grow up. Yeah, because like I don't know, but usually Chinese men, they don't really take responsible for taking care of a child, and they think that is like the mom's duty or their grandparents' duty or something. Yeah. And the second is that the job market is really unequal, and having a baby just gonna make it worse. And I worked as an HR for a while, and I noticed that for the same position, they don't really need the guy to be 100% qualified. They will hire him, you know, as long as he's 70% qualified for the job.
Yeah.
But as for women, like you have to be overqualified in order to get the job, and the payment is like I remember like the last time, like the real case I've seen, like the woman get 50,000 RMB less than a guy for the same position.
That's a lot of money. So globally, women are opting for children less than before, and there is a whole variety of reasons for that. But I think one big reason is that in many countries it's difficult for women to combine work and children, right? That work-life balance is off. So that's reason number one. What other reasons are there?
Because like the the payment gap between men and women, like it's gonna get bigger after the first child is born. And the cases even still happens in Denmark, which is like one of the most feminism countries in the world.
Yeah, Denmark is usually cited as an example. So even they,
yes,
inequality.
According to a new study, like I found on the New York Times, and they say after the first child is born, like the woman's payment will drop like by 30%, and that is like a huge amount of money to me.
Absolutely.
But for those women who does not have kids, like their the increase of their salary is basically the same as men do.
Okay.
Like the TED talk you sent to me, like because I remember in the show, like she says, like motherhood should be an extension of a woman's life instead of being a part of it.
Right. Instead of an expectation.
Yes, just because we have the function of giving birth does not mean we have to use it.
This was insightful somehow, and you're definitely welcome to put comments down below.
And we can just form a not wanting baby society or something.
Well, let's say that we're just all in favor of those who don't want babies not to have them, and if you do want babies, then have them by all means. All right, 再见大家，拜拜。